Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. Be getting started shortly. Should be live on Facebook now. Hi everybody, welcome to another video where we talk about the market, discuss the upcoming week, and go over some amazing swing ideas. Before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description below. If you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and if you have any questions for us, email us info@t3live.com. Again, info@t3live.com. All right, here we go with another video. I know I'm doing this video quite late this weekend. I was traveling, so this is as soon as I could do it. But here we go. Market is doing pretty well. It's bullish despite all these recession predictions and is looking up. No reason for me at least to be bearish. Would like to see a narrow range bar tomorrow, Monday. And if we do get a narrow range bar, that would give us a 1, 2, 3 setup. But we are already looking at a breakout on the daily chart of the Qs. Okay, it looks like the weekly looks pretty good too. I mean, it looks really good. The longer it bases, the better it becomes, just so you know, because then the 20 MA on the weekly will catch up and it'll be a solid breakout. Monthly 1, 2, 3. So again, looking up, looking higher. On the Qs, the SPY not as good as you saw on the Qs. The price ended the week up here, so the SPY is lagging behind, but still bullish. And the IWM is the only index that's not very good at all. That doesn't look bullish actually. Okay, but overall, I'm remaining bullish on the market. We do have a new pivot, but this pivot is not yet secure. It's not a significant pivot. That's now that's a significant pivot that shouldn't be broken, but we really shouldn't take out Thursday's low. If we take out 315 on the Qs, then that would be the first indication that we're not higher, that we're lower. But barring a break of 315, a close below 315, I say the market is higher, okay, going forward. And that's it. You can see that the market actually went sideways for the last month or even more, because the market was really bullish on the daily, but right into the 20 MA on the weekly. So it battled that declining 20 on the monthly. Did I say weekly? I meant monthly. And without coming in, that's the ultimate sign of bullishness, at least when it comes to the Qs. All right, here's the ideas. I got Airbnb looking pretty bullish. Actually, Airbnb, and there's a few more. I dropped a really long list in the description. It's my watch list for the whole week, pretty much. But I have Airbnb. I have, like, off the top of my mind, Amazon, PCG, which I'm already in, but I'm looking to add. Urban looks really nice too, that I'm watching long term. UNH also. Some of these are on the list, I think, but the majority of them, like PCG, is on the list. But all of them are, and VNT, I think, all of them are in the list in the description of the video. These are long term watches. That's what I should have said first. These are all long term watches. Airbnb is one of them. That's looking pretty nice over this bar, over the pivot. Stop right here. Long-term play, like it. And then, I'm not going to analyze all the other ones that I mentioned. Amazon is not on the list, but the entry would be over 106. Stop would be under 101. I don't know what else. PCG is on the list, and I'm already in it. It's already an open position in the newsletter, but looking to add over 1750. Stop under 1680, I think, 1679. So under 1679, stop. That would be the stop. And there's other ones. Urban, I think it's not quite ready. So I don't have an order for it. UNH is a monthly buy setup, but it's also too sloppy for the time being. VNT is actually on the list, made the cut because it looks pretty clean. Is a daily base breakout over 28 bucks. So over 28, stop would be under 26.23. Back to the list in alphabetical order. I have CHGG, and I also have a couple more that look like it. The EVA, okay, is a big gap down, and then it's looking higher, and then the SYNA, but the SYNA is probably the least favorite to the three. This is what I call the gap fade strategy, where you get a big gap down and then it sets up long. Now in all three of these cases, it doesn't look, the symbols don't look great, the setup doesn't look amazing, but I like them enough to try one of them, no, two of them at least. So I like the CHGG over 1040, stop would be under 930, okay, and target no resistance all the way up to 15, pretty much. The other one that I talked about was the EVA. Already rallied a lot on Friday, but over 950 by 669, and target would be the gap fill or slightly below it. And then the SYNA is actually the tightest stop, but the riskiest would be over 76.75, and I would give it to about 73.60 as opposed to yesterday's low, which is 74.50. It's a tight stop for the SYNA. We have APP, which is another open position from way back here, looking to add to it over about 1740, bringing the stop up to about 1570. Okay, EVA we talked about. HMST is an open position, but similar to the SYNA, where it put in a wide range green bar. In this case, not so wide, not as wide. Here's the SYNA, wider, and then a narrow range bar. So if it takes out 661, one can add to it, but I am not looking to add to the HMST. It triggered, actually gapped above the entry and pulled in right to the entry, so I got it at 610. That's basically, that's the low almost. So it looks good. INSG is a 123, nice hourly base breakout, so it would be over 91 cents. Stop would be under 77 cents, and target is about 120. So this one looks nice, just needs to take out 91, stop under 77. MKC had a nice breakout, and now it's based a little bit, so I like it as a base breakout over 89.20. Stop would be under 87.20, $2 stop, okay, on the MKC. The MLCO, the LVS, and the WIN, the WYNN, I'm watching all three to play long. They moved up a lot earlier this year, and they've been basing the last couple months. So I'm trying to figure out a way to play them long before they actually break out above the base, because the base isn't very tight. So if I wait for the base to break out, then my entry would be up here, stop way down here. So I wouldn't make much money. So I'm trying to watch them long before they break out. There is sort of an hourly transition on the WIN, but I think I like the MLCO hourly better. So over about 13.20, stop under the lows, but I don't have an order for it. I'm just watching it for now. PCG we already discussed. The PEN 123 plus, it triggered already on Friday, but it's not too late, over 311.20. Stop under 297.60. I mean, this stock is fire. It's really, really strong. PNR had a nice pop and a base, and it's a base breakout on the daily, or a 1-2-3 pattern on the weekly. A 1-2-3 pattern is when you have the igniting bar followed by a narrow range bar, and then if the stock proceeds to take out the narrow range bars high, that triggers the pattern basically. So if we take out $28, if we take out 58.61, that would trigger the play stop under 56.30. So it's about $2.30. Okay. SYNA we talked about briefly. We said entry would be over Friday's high, stop either under 74.50 or more secure would be under this little pivot 73.50. So add another $1 to the stop. VNT we talked about over $28, stop under 26.20. Okay, and then VNT looks pretty nice on the weekly. I mean, it's just so nice. Always like it when the stock goes up to a resistance point and bases at it. That means it's absorbing whatever supply there was at that point, at that pivot. And so the next stop is up here. I mean, 36 bucks, around $36. The last symbol that I have for you for today is the ZVSA, which has an hourly base breakout. So over the base, stop under. You don't have to go all with the stop all the way down, but can probably use this pivot right here, which is 45 cents. So entry over 60, I think 61. I thought it was 61. Yeah, over, that's 60. So over 60 by 45 cents. Target is about $1. So that's good R to R, good reward to risk. In terms of the bearish ideas, again, I have a much longer list in the description if you want to check it out. Here's 5. They all, I think with the exception of the PRQR, they all look the same. We have a gap down and then an inside bar on Friday. So short under the low of either Friday's low or Thursday's low, whichever is lower, and the stop goes above Friday's high. That's the 1, 2, 3 pattern after an igniting gap down. So in this case, the entry would be under 940 short, stop would be over 988. Okay, HBI, same thing. The entry is going to be under Friday's low, stop above Friday's high, because Friday's bar is lower than the low of Friday's bar is lower than Thursday's bar. So the entry would be under 430 by 450. MOS would be under Friday's low, 3770 by 3930. PRQR looks different. It's a base breakdown. Be careful with the low price stocks, especially if they are biotech, therapeutics. That's a biotech. So short under the base, which is $1.208, stop over 230. So those I usually, I'm careful with the share size. Okay, but it looks lower. And the last symbol is the YEL, which has another 1, 2, 3 pattern under 143 by 156. Okay, and that's it for today. Again, if you want to get the whole list, check it out in the description. And if you have any questions, be sure to get in touch with our customer service, info@t3live.com. I wish you all the best with your trading next week. I am Sami Abu Saad with T3 Live. Good trading, everybody.